Hey all, how's it going? KowGot here. Just waking up from a nap. So I went and continued mining after our last little expedition down into the caves, came back up here, built some smelteries to get all those resources refined, and I finally got enough silver so that I could actually make a whole silver set. Now, I don't know why, I personally think that mask is a little creepy looking, so I like to just put on my snow infantry helmet on the aesthetics little tabs here, so that way it covers it up and I don't look like a crazy robot stalker. So, got that going. I also got my lantern stick, so that way I've got some ambient light that kind of glows around my character for a bit, so I don't have to have as many torches around me. Hopefully it looks a little bit better so you guys can see me too. I also, if you didn't notice, expanded the house a little bit, because I want to outdo the Joneses over here, because those guys' house sucks, and mine's all brick, and his is all wood, and yeah, I'm better. Yeah, I got a glass roof. And I went and melted some sand in the smelters, and got a ton of glass. I've got a whole glass backing and a glass roof, so I've got this whole arboretum kind of thing here. And I took my stone hoe, and I started left-clicking here, and I just started planting some plants and getting some food going. That way I don't have to only worry about hunting. And I've got some wheat here, and I think these are chili peppers, and then these are some specific plants for glitch that came with my ship, and I forgot what they're called. I stole them from those guys. I don't remember. I also went around and started grabbing some random stuff. I can't remember if I had it last time. I have an Uzi now that I found. So that's kind of cool, kind of low damage, but works really good. I found a couple blueprints for some food crafting, so I was going to pick those up and use those. So I got nuts and bolts and some smash, and I haven't made a cooking table yet, but I can borrow these guys over here. You know, they got friendly neighbors. I can, you know, go borrow a cup of sugar or something. So. But yeah, I went through a lot of their stuff and started grabbing a few things because I just can't help myself. And I also found a sharp fish whacker. Now, I've kind of seen one of these before, and these are crazy weapons. So I'm going to jump out of my house before I use it. So yeah, it's a giant bone. Looks awesome. And if I think this is like the other ones, this one has a special thing, since it's purple, you know, all rare and stuff. So it's not great on swing, but does a lot of damage. So is this guy friendly? This guy's friendly. Well, those guys aren't. Whack. It shoots bones. How awesome is that? Like, bones just come out of this thing. I mean, really, I think I found it in this chest here. Yeah, that's where I found it at. Just went to the right just a little bit, and just all of a sudden had that. So, yeah. Crazy thing, too, is that it actually damages the ground around it. So you can actually kind of mine with this really ineffectively, but in a wide area. So that's kind of fun. So yeah, I just started exploring around a little bit and got my house built up, got my armor. So I felt a little more confident, you know, and upgraded my pick to a gold pickaxe, so I mine a little bit faster. So we've got a decent amount of resources here. I got a ton of iron, which I'm going to need, because iron and coal is going to combine to make steel pretty soon, and that's what we're going to need for our next objectives and stuff. So let me go back and take a look at how many of those we can make real quick, because we're going to need a bunch to make the robot, because we need to make the robot so we can break the robot, and then take the microchips out of it, and then we can build the next thingies. And that's how life works, kids. Somehow. You build a robot. That's all I know. So, let me run back here. Just see what we need to do for that. Yeah, that's not in here. It's not in the crafting, it's in the metalwork station. So, we can make steel bars. And we're going to need lots of those. 1 coal, 1 iron makes a steel bar. We'll need a bunch of those because we need to make robotic legs, robotic head, robotic chest, robotic arms, and all those combine to form Voltron. I mean, an inactive robot that we can put down and activate, and then we do some stuff with it. I can't remember if I had a refinery down or not yet. I made a refinery. Made a brain extractor too, because we're going to need that to extract brains. Because we'll need an artificial brain made from a superior brain, because we'll need that for the robot helmet, or the head. So I got one of these right here. And you just shoot, you know, monsters with it, and then a brain pops out. And it's really funny. So let's go find some weak, pathetic animals that we can zap the brains out of, because that's fun. Like this guy. Oh! Okay. He's not weak and pathetic. I thought he was. I take that back. I apologize. As you can see, I'm taking a little better damage. Still not great. Whoa. Blue guy jumped out of nowhere. There we go. Inferior brain. So, we're going to get a lot of those for a while, because we have to find a superior brain, and those are not easy to come by. So, we're just going to have to keep going along and finding that. Usually my favorite thing to do is go back to our alpha planet, and just run through every single creature out there, because they're a lot easier. They'll usually take one hit from the brain extractor and they'll pop. So we might have to go back to that. But for now, let me go ahead and show you what the refinery does. Turns ore into pixels. So this is why I was saying earlier, you probably don't want to refine all of your ores into bars until you need them. Because if I take, let's do 1 copper. So I'm going to keep right clicking until I have 1 here. Just 1 copper. We're going to refine that. And that turns into 5 pixels. So I think, if I remember right, it goes 5, then 10, then 15, then 20. It goes crazy. Like, diamonds are, like, really awesome. And then platinum is pretty good, too. So I'll take half of these and I'm going to refine that. Because that's going to get up our pixel count. Because, unfortunately, all the robot parts need to have pixels to be able to make each part of it, as well as all the iron and steel that we're going to have to make them. So, lots more farming to do. So I could always go for more copper. So there's, you know, 100 pixels like that. And you can also leave them in there. Like, you can refine a bunch and just leave it sit. And as long as you're not playing, like, multiplayer with some jerky friend or something, they won't come in and steal them. They'll just sit there until you know, break it or something. So, oh, look, we got some plants. I haven't put any lights up here, you know. I should do that. Just looks better. Alright. So yeah, I can hit E on the wheat here. And that's going to collect a couple seeds and some fiber. Fortunately, I didn't get any wheat from that. That's kind of fun. Alright, so we'll keep those going. My next thing really is a superior brain is going to be really important. And copper. So I might actually go back up to my ship and I'm going to jump back on here. I'm going to go warp home. Since we set our home as that first planet in the Alpha Sector, we're back to here again. So this is my fuel source too. If I ever need fuel, I can come back and get all these trees and then burn them. So let's go rampage around here with the brain extractor and say hi. Pop. Inferior brain. Oh yeah, there's this guy too. Wonder how he'd react now to our new weapons. So there's a good test of how much stronger we are, and he dropped something. The Happy Smash Thunker. Eh. 12 DPS. 25 DPS. You know, we already have a better weapon than what he was going to drop. We could have had that earlier, but he was kind of tough, so. It does do lightning, though. Just so I can see what it does. I always like to try it out. Pew! Alright. So yeah, that does a little less damage, lightning bolt thing, so. At least he's gone. That's all that matters, right? So I'm going to go around hunting for brains for a while. I don't know how entertaining that will be, since I just walk up to little weak creatures and then zap them. Might be really entertaining, actually. if I can find any. So they knew I was coming, so they all, like, hid or something. Oh, I heard you. I heard you. Oh, you're poisoning yourself to get away from me down there. I see it. You just couldn't stand it. The awesomeness was coming, and you just gave up. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot I have another new toy, too. Let me at least get a couple brains here, and then I'll show you the other thing. It's just silly. Inferior brain. Alright. I found a harmonica. That way I can annoy you with music. A lot of these, I think, are new ones here. Let's go up and do Canon in D. Yep. Wish it had Home on the Range. That would be perfect for this. You can load in your own music files, but it's still in early stages, and you can't zap things while you're playing. So, who doesn't, you know, you gotta zap stuff. That's our whole mission, is zapping. Oh, short range zapping. Nothing? Oh, that's poison. Totally landed on poison. As you can see, there's my glowing backpack now that I have. So that's handy. Still hunting for intelligence, so that I can steal it. So yeah, I may leave you for a while this is kind of developing. So I'll get back with you guys once I get a few more things or if something crazy happens. So I literally stopped recording and walked over this poison and then covered it up after I got poisoned and then dug through here and found this. And we never went this way on our first planet because of that big fat meanie guy that we just demolished. And this is a green, like, tech kind of box. If we open this up, it's got really good stuff inside. We've got a pulse jump blueprint. So this is going to be our first tech. Awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to left click on that, and I've got a new tech available. Well, that's cool, but I can't use it yet. Oh, and I want that chest. So, what do you do with the tech? Well, we're going to have to pause from our brain hunting. Let me go back up to the ship here. And I'm going to go over to the 3D printer and tech center. And now we've got a new tech in here. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to lock that in. And now I've got a tech. And now we'll go back down to home. That way I can really test this. So now I can double jump, hitting the spacebar twice at the top of my jump here. And that's going to make it a lot easier to get around stuff. So you can hold a total of 4 techs, and you have to switch between them. So if I had 2 or 3 or 4, I'd click between them here, and you can have one of them active at any time. And if you have like this one, or there's a double dash where you double tap the move button, you can get mech robots that will beam down, and there's all kinds of crazy stuff. So, yeah, I'll go back to hunting, but now I can double jump. Awesome. So I'm still hunting brains. What have I got so far? 25 inferior brains. That's 25 things I've murdered that haven't had what I need. Oh, I'm getting cold too. Hold on. Let me up my, insulation a little bit there. Okay. And I ran across something very interesting. Look at these weird little tentacle things here. What kind of thing? I ran into a tentacle biome. And these are actually, yeah, harvestable trees. They don't drop seeds, but these are tentacle trees, and they drop wood, which is kind of weird. So, very odd biome. Very different. I think it has different creatures and everything, and I'm just still zapping everything, trying to look for a brain. And birds are really hard to hit with this thing. Oh, ow. No brain from him. So yeah. There. There's one zap. Oh. Energy, recharge. Come on. No, don't use your double jump. There. So yeah. Hard to use the double jump because it uses the same energy pool that the brain extractor uses. So really easy to goof that up, double jump, and then run out of energy for your gun and be left standing there completely open. And so 27 inferiors. Still no superior brain. Found a couple chilies and stuff, and nothing real too interesting. Some sort of fire up here. Inferior brain. Well, let's see what is up here. Okay, we've got a tent and a campfire. That's kind of nice. I don't see anybody around it, and I got some meat to cook, and I'm low on health, so I'm gonna take advantage of this seemingly abandoned campfire and tent, because I should be able to sleep in the tent. Yeah. Recover some health. So the hunt continues. Looking for brains. Night 1. Not successful with anything intelligent. So sad. So, I'll keep looking. Sleep the night here. And I'll get back to you when we get something else cool. Ah, I just found one. There we are. Superior brain. Looks to be perfect for experimentation. Alright. So let's not mess this one up. There's no way I can mess it up. So, happy. Gotten a little bit of copper and stuff, and I think I'm ready to go back to my beta location. So we'll jump back there. Warp back down to the beta planet below me. Alright, back to base. So now, let's do the hard part first. The robot head. So it needs an artificial brain. I got plenty of pixels, awesome. And I need some steel bars, 20 there. I also need 20 there and another 400 pixels. Ah, so many pixels. So much pixels. So I'm going to go ahead and get crazy with my pixels here. I'm going to smelt some 15 gold. So each one of those is 25 pixels. So that should be good enough for a little bit, I think. Maybe it's a little bit more. And then we're going to grab, let's see here, some iron. I'm going to have to refine some iron. I'm going to need 40, looks like 35. Yeah, that's 800 pixels. We're good there. So let me grab... There, 36. We'll smelt that. I'll take half of it. I'm going to put it in another smelter. Double time. That way I've got some iron bars. So I got 15, 20... Oh, that's right. I forgot, it's half. You know what? We're going to need a lot more, so... That should be 32 about. Waiting on our bars here. Alright, got those. And then just go over to our metalwork station, and we can instantly craft these as long as we have the coal and the iron. So I'm going to go ahead and bit back, get all 55. Bam! They just happen. Alright, so let's get our artificial brain made. After we killed about 30, I think, to not get the right ones. Alright, let's go ahead and craft the hard part, the robot head. Alright, so I'm out of pixels for the rest of these. Looks like I'm going to need 1,200 pixels. Not to mention, okay, 1,250 to make the thing. And then I'm going to need, let's see here, 15, 45, 60. Looks like 60 and 65. So I'm going to need 65 steel bars. So let's go ahead and smelt a couple more of these. No, that won't be enough, but we'll get started there. I have plenty of coal, so I should be able to do that, plus the 18 I've got. So we'll get that going, and might as well get a little bit more. I might do half my silver, too. Because I'm going to see a lot more silver and gold coming up in the rarer sectors that we're going to be getting to eventually, so not too much a concern. Yeah, copper's okay, but it's just so much quicker. Alright, how are we doing there? Got 24 iron, 48 iron. That'll make 48, 50. Yeah, that's close enough there. Steel. Max it out. Alright, what do we got? 66. That's awesome. So we're going to need, like, what did I say, 1,250? So there's 580. I'm going to cut this down to, let's say 14 and see what I get there. I'm not doing math quick in my head tonight, so I'll just keep fubbing it until we can get to the amount that we need here. Yeah, I'm going to need more than that, so. Need about 400 more just to be good. And I can upgrade my silver armor another tier if I wanted to. Using the steel bars, you can upgrade it to the next specific race-specific armor. But I'm going to attempt this with the silver gear, see what happens. I know it's crazy, because if I don't get this, then I lose that superior brain I just worked this whole episode to get. But there's a chance that then I can save some resources and stuff, so. We got all that, so let's go ahead and make some arms, and a robot chest, and some robot legs. And look, an inactive robot. And I've got just enough here. So heat has been made. So anything else that we really need to get? Oh, here's our extra armor. I mean, let's go up and look at the silver. Okay, so here's the 15 armor, 8 and 35. So 35, 15, 8. 25, 11, 3. So there's a little bit of an increase there, but I'm hoping I don't have to get it. So I think I'll give it a shot. I'm feeling pretty confident this axe works pretty good for me. So I'm going to see what I can do here. I'm going to also equip my Uzi instead of my harmonica. How does that sound? Maybe other than my hunting bow, yeah. So there's our inactive robot. He's all ready, so I wonder what happens when it's switched on. That's not ominous. So, no fear of dropping stuff in this game, in this setting that I'm playing on, so I'm going to venture out into the wilds here a little bit. Is this a smart idea? Probably not. I might go fight this on the Alpha planet, just because I can deal with the natives a little bit quicker. So let's hop over there. Warp home. And since we cleared out all this area, I've got a nice flat terrain that I should be able to double jump over. That's going to be real handy, won't it? Alright. So lucky I found that. Let's go ahead and plop down our robot. Where can we plop him at? Do we have to have an open area here? Wow, you're picky, dude. Where do you want to be? Why do you not like my trees? Okay, let's chop some trees. I think we're gonna plop him right here. This should be plenty of room. We've got torches around there. It's like we're sacrificing him. It works. Yeah, we'll go with that. Alright. There we go. There's some flat ground and you're all happy. Look, who builds a robot with those claws? Look at those things. That doesn't look helpful at all, does it? Now, let's find out what he does. Let's move this guy. Might pull my whacker up here, too. just because it has a nice area effect thing. So, alright. We ready for this? Yeah. Oh my god. He came out swinging, and I should have probably healed first. Oh, he can reach me. I'm just going to keep running for a little bit and healing. Alright, he stopped for a second. Be careful not to use all of my energy here. That way I can dodge his fire. Just doesn't do a lot of damage, does it? Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. You can see he keeps trying to body slam me. Oh my gosh, fire! I'm on fire. And I trapped him. Oh my goodness, did he go into... I was hoping he would get, like, you know, poisoned, because that would be really funny. Well, this lucked out. Got him trapped down there. Kind of cheap, but I'll take advantage of it. Keep my healing going while he's down there. That's just too funny. Hi, buddy. Hey. How's it going? Oh, I keep breaking the blocks below me with this thing. That's okay. See, I don't want to get him too close to him, because they'll do that fire thing again. And he's just wedged in there right now. Wasn't there a Godzilla movie or something where this happens? Or was that Bugs Bunny? One of the two. I don't care. It was funny. I have a big bone stick. His face is getting smashed in. Everything's right with the world. I got lucky. Oh yeah! Alright. So what did he give me? Fatal Circuit. Information on Fatal Circuit. The glitch with a glitch. Oh, that's cute. It's like I made me. I gave babies. Alright. And then I got 5 processors, which is awesome. That's what we need for the next item. So, might as well read this. Got a new codex. Got some saplings. Your planet, have some trees. Or else you want a tree. You want a tree up there. You get a tree, and you get a tree. Alright. So that worked out really good for us. Yeah. And I just really like having this alpha planet to go back to. It's kind of a safe place, and we know we can deal with everything else around us. And all this fuel, which I'm going to need some of, so I might as well grab some of this. So, yeah. I think I'll come back and grab some of this. For now, let's go see what these processors do for us. So we'll go back down to the beta planet here. Let's see. I think, if I remember right, I'm going to need that workbench. Because now we're going to get the robotic crafting table, if I can talk. And yeah, we need a wooden crafting table and 20 steel and 600 pixels. All that's capable now, because we can just mint pixels now. Just so much easier. Let's see how much more we need. Probably more than that. Wait for that to finish. 600, there we go. So yeah, let's go ahead and break that. And problem is we need that to make that. Okay, let's just set you over here for now. There we go. So now I've got my crafting table. I need, oh yeah, 20. So I need to take 40 of this. There we go, 42, that'll work. Smelt. Smelt half of that. And you smelt the other half. Smelt all the things. Alright. So once that's done, combine those with copper again, or not copper. Combine those with coal again. Which means we'll only have 10 coal left. But it'll be worth it. Steel bars. Go. Robotic crafting table. Also go. So now we got a cool robotic crafting table with robot arms and all this cool stuff. And our next thing is going to be a couple more steel bars. I'm getting some pixels and making the third tier of star map upgrades. We also got the pixel compressor coming in with some titanium panels. And that one you can use to make all those extra pixels that you get and compress them into little zip files, basically. That's the first mod that has been added into the game by one of the players that was in the alpha here that made this. And the developers thought that was a really cool idea, and they've put it in the game now. So that's an actual item. So that's really cool. So we got all the basic other stuff that we could make before. There's our distress beacon from before. Our bone stuff. Here's my lantern stick that I made. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to start gathering a little bit more coal, which I'm going to go chop down my entire forest back there. And I think that's all for now. I'm going to take a nap after that, so see you guys next time.